Alright, so following the directions on Blackboard, you are going to begin by making two spheres. Here's my Bryce file. I've made two spheres. I've given them a pretty common material. Try not to make it red or blue. You will be given red and blue anaglyph glasses, and if you make them red or blue, it might disappear on you. So make sure they have other colors to them. First things first, you're going to change the distance of the spheres. Make sure the spheres are set apart from each other with distance. I'm selecting the second sphere here. I went to edit and I moved it back in the picture plane so it's further away. Alright. This is the XZ camera. You will be using the XZ camera, so pay attention to it, know where it is. Alright. Step one is you will be rendering the image, and we'll be saving this as left. This will be the left image to represent your left eye. Just like we showed you with the stereopticon, the camera is made, actually two cameras in one. One camera and another camera, and they're right next to each other, separated by the width of your eyes. Alright, I have saved this. I'm going to go to File, Save As. I'm going to save it into my warm-ups as the left, period 5, left. When I render and save, remember to render this and save. What also gets saved? A Bryce file and a BMP. We're going to be opening up the BMP file in Photoshop. Now here's the pay attention part. Using the XZ camera control, you're going to move this slightly to the right, about an inch. Do not move up, do not move down, just move just to the right. About an inch, not too far. I don't want you to move this too far because that would represent your eyes being very far apart on your head. You don't want that. Render this again. That should be the slight movement. That's all you need to do. Let it render all the way through. And you're going to save it again. You're going to save this one as right. 84, 85, 86, 90%. Okay, File. Save As. Right. Now I have two files. Actually, I have how many files? 4. Correct. Now I'm going to open up Photoshop. I'm going to open up both files, both the BMP files, left and right. Okay, I'm going to open up File, Open, inside of my warm-ups folder, period 5, the BMP file. Make sure it's the BMP file. This is the right one. It should say right on it, and you will be good. Good. File, Open. Should open up the left one now. Make sure that you see a difference in the distance. These, when I select the tabs, they should be moving. All right? If they do not move their positions, that means that you did not render it correctly. You need to start over. All right? They need to be in different positions in the picture plane, or else your stereoscopic vision will not work. All right. In the right, we're going to go to the right BMP file. It is active. I'm going to double click in the background layer, label it right. Now this layer is labeled right. Do the same thing for the left. Double click, label it left. That's okay. Now I have the layers are labeled, and I'm going to actually be putting one of these layers into the other file. The way I do that is I go to Window, Arrange, 2 up vertical. All right, I'm going to take the right, because this is what's selected, right? This is grayed out. The left one is grayed out. The right one is selected. I'm going to take the layer and drop it into the left file, okay? It should be in there. If I go to the left, you will see that there are 2 layers right there. Good. I do not need the right anymore. You can say yes if you want to save it. Fine. That just saves the fact that you labeled the layer correctly. Now I have the 2 files over top of each other. I need to use the Move tool to make sure that this is in the correct position. It should snap into position. All right, I'm going to poke my eyeball right here, make sure that they are correct. Obviously, it's going up a little too far. I'm going to snap it into position. Now it's how it should be. The sky in the background should be pretty much stationary. That's correct. Now the actual arrangement is the left needs to be above the right. So take the left, move it above the right, and this is how you should have your layers. Left on top of right. They should be moving. We're good. Now we're going to change it to red and blue. We're going to isolate those color channels. In the left layer, going to go to Image, Adjustments, Levels. You're going to select the red channel, all right, and change its output level, which is down here below, to 0. Press OK. It should be bluish. All right, make sure, because we set the red to 0, all the other colors show up, green and blue. You're going to now change the layer blending mode to screen. This should set it kind of to a transparency. This is what we want to see, is this ghosted image in here. If you do not see that, you probably didn't render it correctly. Double check. Now we're going to go to our right layer. Go to that right layer, make sure it's selected, Image, Adjustments, Levels, and we're going to change both the green, set it to 0, and the blue, set it to 0. Press OK. This should be your final image. When you look at it with your glasses, make sure that it is actually three-dimensional. You'll know it's three-dimensional if you move your head from side to side and it moves with you. That is the entire warm-up. All the directions are on Blackboard. Good luck.